a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps, Predictions, Sports. Let go, show recaps, predictions, sports.
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps, Predictions, Sports. Let go.
What's going on, everybody? It's the EVP from the EVP Show, and I'm live with your Smackdown recap show. We're less than 24 hours away from SummerSlam. Oh boy, they're throwing out a lot of teasers out there. Cody Rhodes is out there in black, definitely acting like a heel. Are they going to pull the trigger? Trying to get the dog away. The dog wants to be in the YouTube video, but I don't know. I feel like they got to pull the trigger. It's pretty much now or never. You can't just keep teasing it. So a lot of reports come. Go get it. Sorry, guys. Go get in your place. A lot of reports come out today. Molly, go get in your place. A lot of reports come out today that the WWE has given the green light for the Cody heel turn. So we'll see. They're saying Punk's not going to do it. Randy could show up, get Cody out of the title picture for a while. If they don't turn him, that's probably the outcome that I can see happening. They're teasing something with Punk and Trick. I don't think Trick's returning tomorrow. I don't know, just a lot of different stories that they're telling. Baron Corbin looked pretty good tonight, honestly. We'll see what happens, but Cody in the black, that's kind of, I don't know. But yeah, before we get started, let me go ahead and I was watching baseball, catching on a couple of little bases. I can't get shit on home runs, so James Wood, I'm sick of him. He'll probably hit 2 tomorrow. That's how it works. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. I didn't think it was great. I mean, I did tell you guys, just so we're clear, I told you guys that Julia wasn't winning. So WWE doesn't give 2 shits about Julia. What's going on? I am Blue Gotti. What's up, brother? Good to see you. WWE just don't really care about Julia. They just don't. Yeah. I do believe Cody turning heel though. I can't imagine them not pulling the trigger on it. I think it's going to be absolutely terrible if they don't. Just to have Randy come out there and cost him, I don't know. That's not weird. I mean, he's been off TV, but I mean, that's not that big of a moment for the ending night 1. It has to be something. Maybe we get a referee, like a ref bump, and Cody kicks him low or something. It's going to be something crazy at the end. They're not going to end night 1 with the Randy just coming out there and punting Cody or something like that. That's lame as shit. Like, that's what happened at WrestleMania. So, I mean, they may do it, but hopefully they don't. First off, I want to do shout out to everyone from DWE. Thank you guys. As I said, 82 subscribers in the last, I don't know, about 17 days or so. So we're at the 318 subscriber mark, which is phenomenal. Appreciate you guys so much for that. The shows just keep getting better and better. The product doesn't, but we're going to make sure that we get this product out here to you the best that we know how. I'm just not a big fan of the product, but the show's tomorrow. So they have a chance to turn everything around tomorrow, and prove themselves tomorrow. But I knew there was no chance Julia was winning. It's just not in the cards for her. She needs to go to Raw. She needs a reset. I don't know. I had somebody tag me and ask me, what's going on with Julia. I mean, WWE doesn't view her as anything but a mid-carder. So I think she needs a reset. Maybe move over to Raw. Maybe she could, her and Io could link up or something. I don't know. I think it's pretty pointless at this. I hate it for Julia, but so it's kind of what it is. WWE. So this weekend there will be no Sunday Night Scoop Sunday. So or LFG. I'm gonna be doing a recap for night 1 tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, and night 2 recap at the same time Sunday. So if you're wanting to tune in for Scoops or LFG, it's not going to happen this weekend at SummerSlam weekend. I'm not going to be doing anything but watching SummerSlam Sunday. So that will be next Sunday. So make sure you guys I'll give you guys the schedule tonight for next week, but there will be no Scoop show. Starting tomorrow, August the 1st, opens up a new month. So I have a exclusive channel on the Discord with, I believe, 23 members, something like that. Several of them have paid up for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. A couple have paid up almost through a year. I mean, it was $3 a month. It's no contract. You're free to come in there for a month, and if you don't like it, then you can just leave or ask not to renew. There's nothing you have to sign or anything like that. It's just a Discord. You get brought in. Once you pay, then I will open up the channel for you, and you have access to that channel. And then we opened up another channel for questions. So, but it's only the people that's paid or the moderators and the owners of the Discord are allowed in there. Obviously, I have a couple people from DWE in there, so but it's an easy way. Even if you guys don't like spoilers, don't like scoops, if you know somebody that does, if they sign up, then that gets you at least a free month. So it's kind of an incentive to push the product. Also, I got several fantasy football leagues with a lot of spots open, running out of time. Usually I have everything filled by now, but I don't know why. I don't know what's going on this year. Like to get one league filled up, so I'll start pushing that after SummerSlam. I'll try to really push it hard because WWE will slow down a little bit after SummerSlam. It's just been a really busy week. So, but shout out to everyone who's tuned in all week. I mean, it's been a really, really busy, long week. Thank you guys for the 200 and I believe I had over 100 plus on my Twitter last night for the Big Brother recap. You guys seem to enjoy that. It's been a crazy week so far in week 4. I actually got the feeds on right now as we speak. So I've been watching them pretty much all day because it's been a lot of crazy stuff happen already with powers and stuff like that. So, or they thought it was a power, but I'll talk about that Thursday. I'm not going to spoil it here, but leave your questions and comments in the chat. Let me know what you guys thought about SmackDown. It's just a go home show, so for me it was nothing really out of the ordinary. To be honest with you guys, it just really wasn't. But let's go ahead and fire that jet up and get on into it. Tomorrow is SummerSlam. It will be, the pre-show starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So make sure that you guys are aware of that. It's going to be a 3-hour pre-show. The card actually kicks off at 6 p.m. Eastern time, which will be 5 p.m. Central. Make sure you guys are locked in for that. I believe Obafemi and Brock Lesnar will kick off SummerSlam. That was the last I was told, which was earlier today. And I also believe Penta and Chad Gable will kick off night 2. Is also what I was told today. So those are both banger matches. We'll see. What's up, Kingpin? Man, have you been watching Big Brother, bro? There's some crazy ass shit going on this week. Man, I've been on my feeds all day, bro. I had a little small basis parlay. James Wood, fuck him. I'm tired of that guy. I'll never put him on slip again. Miami is that's Miami's guy. So like, that guy can't get the ball get it in the fucking air. He hits it on the ground. This is 2 nights in a row that James Wood has hooked me. Luis Garcia hit a 450-foot home run last night against the Braves. I needed him tonight. He couldn't do shit. Did hit a bases parlay. I need bookie bets for a double or 2 bases to cash another one. So if you guys are keeping up with baseball in the chat or in the comments, let me know if Mookie Betts gets 2 bases at any point during the Dodgers game, and that will cash me on another bases parlay. So be nice to hit that. Also need Spencer Torkelson for 2 bases. I think he has 1 so far. So either one of those will work and make it a profitable night for sure. I don't know what the fuck Triple H is doing. It's bad, man. Miami and them kind of broke it down a lot on DW Radio today. It's, we need a reset. Like I told the people in the Discord, lower your expectations for tomorrow. Everybody thought that the MFT's elder was The Rock. I didn't think that. I thought that it was probably Haku. It was in the chat. I wouldn't be surprised if Rikishi doesn't get involved in some sort with the Usos and stuff. The Rock's eventually going to get involved in this, but I don't think it's tomorrow. I'm just going to tell you guys. So lower your expectations with that. I don't think we see Dwayne Johnson in Minnesota. So I don't think we see Dwayne until Royal Rumble. I'm just going to tell you that. That's just my opinion. I asked. He said, as far as he knows, but that kind of shit with Dwayne can change on a dime. I don't know. I don't see it. I'm just going to tell you. I'm just going to give my opinion. I don't think he shows up at SummerSlam. I think that somebody else may come out. You may get a Bronson Reed or a Drew McIntyre or somebody like that who hasn't been on TV in a while to start a new feud with Roman, because he is defending the title at Money in the Bank, which I will be at. So I don't know. I told you, Kingpin, on Scoops that Julia wasn't winning. I told you. I hate it, but I did tell you. I told you Lash was going to advance. It just made the most sense from the storyline. I mean, that's why they kept Nia Jax out of this match at the end of the day, was because Lash is going to be in there. It's an interim championship, but it's going to be interesting. That match is very compelling. Because I really feel like WWE could go any direction with those 5 ladies. Tiffany Stratton's in her hometown. Chelsea Green is super over with the crowd. Charlotte Flair is really over the babyface right now. So it's a possibility right there with her and Rhea. That's a banger. Who else we got in there? Charlotte, Tiffany, Chelsea, Lash Legend, and who's the 5th lady that I'm leaving out? Who am I leaving out, chat? Charlotte, Tiffany, Chelsea, Lash. Who's the 5th lady? Who in the hell am I leaving out? I have to look. Molly, go get in your bed. My dog is marking out, bro. She loves Charlotte. Every time I say Charlotte Flair, she lets to get out the bed. Look, I know you love Charlotte, but I'm busy right now. Let me see. I gotta find out who this other lady is. Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill. Hold on, guys. I have to let this dog out. I'll be right back. Come on. Just 1 second. All right. Let's go outside. You're about to drive me crazy, dog. Go. Oh my gosh, that's why she loved Charlotte. She wanted to go outside. I apologize about that, guys. I had to step away for a second. It is Jade Cargill. It's Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, Lash Legend, and Charlotte Flair. I'm still going with Charlotte Flair. I don't know. They could go any direction with that. So we'll see. Will it be Zilla 2 at SummerSlam? It will not. It will not be Zilla 2 at SummerSlam. There is talks of Rikishi's youngest son, though. I have that in the Discord chat. I don't have the specific name. Hold hold on, I can tell you his name. There's so many of them. It's so hard to keep track. Let me go to my Discord channel. I have his name. Zilla is not showing up though, so I can tell you that it's not happening. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Trying to see. Trying to pull it up. I don't know what his name is. Let's see. I have it right here. Zilla's not showing up though, so I can tell you that. Let me see what server. This Discord is so slow. I'm trying to pull it up, guys. Sorry about that. So it is Thamiko Tomiko Batu is his Rikishi's youngest son. So what's up? What's going on, Delvin? He's from the Discord channel. What's up, brother? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. He is in my exclusive channel. He can tell you guys that I post the news every day. He's happy with the product, so happy to hear that. What's going on, Dylan? Glad that you're here. Yeah, I think everybody's pretty excited about SummerSlam. So, it's wild. I'm hoping that they deliver, man. That's all I can say. I really hope that they deliver. I'm a little worried though. I don't really have high hopes for it, but we'll see. We will see. What match are you guys excited for the most for SummerSlam? What match are you guys excited for the most for SummerSlam? I'm looking forward to Brock and Oba, truthfully. I'm looking forward to Brock and Oba. I think that's going to be one of their best matches. I'm looking forward to Baron and Trick. Haven't seen Baron in a while, so definitely looking forward to that. I think that's going to cook as well. So definitely looking forward to that. Everybody but Jordan today, I guess. I'm just unlucky. I'm just really unlucky. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we got 47 viewers. I found SmackDown to be a more compelling program than Raw this week. Yeah, I mean, it was, but that doesn't take very much because Raw was really, really bad. It was more compelling, though, for sure. But that doesn't take much because, like I said, Raw sucked this week. So, but I did give you guys a name. That is a name that's kind of floated around. It's Rikishi's youngest son. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. We have 47 people in here. Thank you guys for showing up for the SmackDown recap. This is the last SmackDown recap before SummerSlam. Make sure if you guys are watching live on YouTube, you hit that like button. That will help me out on my streams, my algorithm, my channel. get fresh eyes and ears on the product. So tonight, Wwe Smackdown, July 31st, 2026, last day of July. We're almost to my birthday month, which is September. From the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, close to all the cheeseheads. The WWE SummerSlam Go Home show see the WWE Tag Team Champions Damian Priest and R-Truth face the AAA World Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, in a title versus title match. I knew this wasn't going to be in anything. The MFTs are going to be the ones to take the titles back from. The MFTs are going to be the ones to take the titles from Priest and R-Truth. So that was just a filler match, basically. They're like, oh, we have to get it on the card. So come on in. I brought you guys with me this time. Dog has to go out, so get in your place. Good. Now the MFTs have Haku. They've kind of distanced themselves away from Solo. It looks like, according to WrestleVotes Radio from Fightful Select, that was reported earlier this week that Solo Sikoa was supposed to go back to Roman in the Bloodline, but WWE has seen the crowd reaction from his babyface turn. So they decided to pivot. Oh, imagine that, they pivoted and keep him a baby face for now. So look for the MFTs. I'm giving you guys a little bit of scooped information on SmackDown. But look for the MFTs to win the title from Priest and R-Truth. We're going to be back in the same situation because we have no tag teams. I don't know what they do with Big Cass. They have not advertised Enzo. I heard he was coming. I don't think Zilla is coming right now, though. I'm going to be honest with you. So I know he's wrestling on House of Glory, I believe, August the 3rd or 4th or maybe 5th. I'm not sure on the date. I don't watch it, but yeah, Dylan's here. Thank you for showing up, brother. He is a part of my exclusive news channel and the Discord. He can definitely tell you my information has been super spot on this month. He just renewed actually today. So thank you, Dylan, for showing up. Del Boy Jones. He got that Roman picture. I'm super hyped for Nick Aldis versus Gunther, Penta versus Gable, Cody versus Punk, Roman versus Seth, and Ova versus Brock. Yeah, Nick Aldis is going to have multiple matches. So I still think if they have Gunther lose, I think that's awful. Gunther's been booked really bad since moving over to SmackDown. I could possibly see Gunther beating Nick Aldis and then maybe giving him a handshake or something. And maybe they have a rematch. Or Nick Aldis may move on to something else. I don't know. I just think it would be horrible booking for them to have Nick Aldis go over Gunther when he hasn't had a wrestling match in, I don't know, 10 years at least. Like his last match was against Cody Rhodes. So I am looking forward to Aldis and Gunther. Aldis put him in a move tonight. They'll reverse some sort of venture of a sharpshooter, which was pretty wild to see. But Gunther looked like Gunther his book is really bad right now. Like, I don't know what the hell WWE is doing with Gunther at this point, truthfully. What is going on with the man called Anthony from Queens of WWE? Make sure you guys tune in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you can catch the host, Colin Anthony, and myself, or Queens of WWE. I think we both picked last Wednesday. I'm not sure. I know I did. I knew Julia had no shot. I think their WWE's pretty much just done with her. So they need to unify the tag titles. I'm just gonna say that. I think there needs to be a unification of the tag titles. There's no tag team division in WWE. I think they need to unify them, because even with the MFTs, when they do win them back from Priest and Truth, who are they going to defend against? Because I feel like Cass and Enzo are going to be on Raw, and they'll probably be the ones to beat the Vision. So I mean, who are they going to fucking defend it against? There's no tag teams over there. So it's pointless for me. I mean, it's something for the MFTs to do. It's keeping them employed. You Bloodline fans, I'm sure you guys like that. But at the end of the day, it's keeping them on screen. They had to bring back fucking Haku to WWE television, which is just absolutely crazy. We're probably going to see Rikishi at some point, and obviously the final boss. I'm gonna see if I can say it like Cody. The final boss. The final boss. That's how Cody says it. I don't know. They're teasing a Cody heel turn really, really bad. I'm going to be very disappointed if he doesn't turn heel tomorrow. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to be super disappointed. Also, Punk is not turning. There's somebody in the Discord that's obsessed with that. It's not happening. Punk's not turning heel. So you can put that shit to bed. I do not believe CM Punk turning heel tomorrow. So it could go either one of two ways. Punk beats Cody and they shake hands and they do some sort of, maybe they're team up for a while. Cody goes and does something else for a while. And then they meet back up around Survivor. I don't know. They're promoting the shit out of Street Fighter. So I don't know. You Cody haters I don't know. I'm not going to call for a Cody win. I do not think he wins. The only way I think he wins is if he turns in the middle of the match. So I don't know. They're promoting the shit. Cody's got a new Street Fighter bus. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah, I mean, they're starting to promote it, guys. I kind of told you guys when Street Fighter comes out, Roman and Cody are both in that. So you never know. You never know. Finn Balor with Sami Zayn could be the best match at SummerSlam. I don't know if it's going to be the best match at SummerSlam. I think that's going to be Penta and Chad Gable, but I do believe Finn and Sami is going to cook for sure if they're given enough time, which I don't think they probably will be, but we'll see. I think that it'll be a top 5 match on the card, top 3 probably. Man, I would say top 5 because I think Cody and Punk are going to be good. I think Seth and Roman's going to be good. I think Oba and Brock's going to be good. I think Gable and Penta's going to be good. And I believe that Sami and Finn's going to be good as well. So, if Cody turns, that's going to steal the weekend. Yeah, I feel like they got to do it, man. That's just, even if he loses, have him turn after the match. You end night one with the big shocker because, all the kids still like Cody and, shout out to all the kids. But at the end of the day, like, Cody's character still as a babyface and it's time for a revamp. He knows it. WWE knows it. They're not stupid at the end of the day. So we need to see it. So we're going to see the undisputed WWE champion, CM Punk and American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes will have a face-off. It wasn't much of a face-off. It was just kind of a brawl. Nobody really got the best of another one. I like when WWE does that, truthfully, because the person that stands tall usually loses, and neither one of them stood tall. It was kind of even. So I like that they did that to kind of throw you guys off a little bit. So we're going to have the last qualifier tonight for the interim WWE Women's Championship Fatal 5-Way ladder match. It's going to be the Bougie Bully Lash Legend going one-on-one with the Beautiful Madness, Julia. Julia's buried. She needs to go to Raw. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes face-to-face. United States Champion Trick Williams will address Baron Corbin. So the show opens up with Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett welcome us as we see the pre-show arrivals of Cody Rhodes. If you've seen Cody Rhodes' Instagram today, he was signing belts with CM Punk's theme music on it. That is a fucking Cody Hill tactic right there back in the day. So I don't know. I know you guys are a lot of doubters, but I think it's happening, guys. And I'm just gonna tell everybody when he turns, if he turns tomorrow night, I'm going to lose my shit on here. And I'm already telling all you haters that post about him every day, don't try to come on over to the dark side because that man's a beast when he's a heel. You gotta stay on over there in Hater Lane Boulevard and keep on cashing that $39 check from Elon and just stay on over there. Don't try to come on over to the dark side. We don't need no new fans. We got plenty of fans. So you got to stay over there and just keep on posting about them every day. Couple people in particular I'm talking about, they're probably not watching the stream. If they are, you know who I'm talking about. So there you go. Whether you got me blocked or whatever, I don't care. I don't. So we see CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Chelsea Green, and Tiffany Stratton. They are matching. I think something's going to go down with them two tomorrow. I don't think either one. I do believe it's going to come down to Lash or Charlotte, truthfully. So yeah, we have 100 viewers, so that's awesome. Thank you guys. It's a sucky show. So we saw Jade Cargill. She looked great tonight. Jay looked great. Last Legend, Nia Jax, Julia R-Truth, Damian Priest, and the War Raiders. We opened the show with the Prince himself, Finn Balor. Got a pretty nice ovation from the fans. As music hits, he makes his way down to the ring. Finn Balor gets on the microphone. It starts off by saying he can't help but think about 2016. This is 10 years ago today when he won his first World Heavyweight Championship and then got hurt and had to vacate it. He said he can't help but think about 2016 whenever they get to this time of year when he has simultaneously the best and worst night of his career. Finn Balor recalls being told that he had to relinquish his Universal Championship the same night. Finn Balor says he spent the last 10 years scratching and clawing, trying to get back the glory of that night. Finn Balor says he knows that the Balor Club is behind him and he's close to getting back. I don't know. I don't think he wins. I just don't. I don't think he wins. If he could, if Cody wins, then if Cody wins, then Finn's winning. If Cody wins, then we're getting Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor at Sunday night's main event in Cody's hometown. That's the direction that would go. If Punk retains, we're getting Punk Sammy. Probably maybe Money in the Bank. I don't know. They're teasing a lot of stuff with Trick. I don't, for any reason necessary, think Trick Williams is walking out of Minneapolis with that United States title. They're not going to bring Baron Corbin back into the company and have him lose his first match. So I can just tell you that. They're not going to do that. It might be some sort of fuckery or DQ or something like that, but I think Trick's reign ends tomorrow, though, truthfully. It's going to be interesting. Whoever leaves night one with the championship, I'll be able to know who's going to win between Finn and Sammy. So if it's Punk, then it's going to be Sammy. If it's Cody as a heel, then it's going to be Finn. We haven't seen Cody and Finn. We've seen Punk and Finn twice. Elimination Chamber in Chicago and on a Raw. Truthfully, they were great matches, but I really don't want to see it again. Sammy kind of deserves a rematch. He got fucked, truthfully. So we'll see what they do. Sami Zayn's music hits, as always. He is got a new shirt out on WWE Shop, and he was wearing it. So he makes his way down to the ring. Sami Zayn says there are some things he needs to get off his chest. Sami then says this #1 contenders match should not even be happening to begin with. Sami Zayn then says he thinks the Undisputed Championship match that's closing night one should have been a triple threat with him in it. So he says he should be in it. Sami then says he would love to. He said, but you guys got what you want. You got your marquee matchup with the Golden Boy. Same shit he says every week. That's getting old, Sammy. You got to find something new, brother. I have a feeling Sammy might be cheating to win. I think Sammy wins. I do. If Punk retains, Sammy is winning. And I do believe Punk retains. Unless they turn Cody Rhodes heel. If Cody Rhodes turns heel at the ending of the match, he may walk out of Minneapolis with the title. And I am not opposed to that. If he turns heel. A heel Cody going against a lot of baby faces on SmackDown, I'm for it. Kevin Owens coming back, Randy Orton. Maybe Randy Orton comes out there and helps Cody, and they form legacy again. I don't know. There's a lot of ways that they could really go with this thing. So I don't think Cody Rhodes leaves Minneapolis with the title. but I'm not ever gonna say never. He's undefeated at SummerSlam since he come back, so there's a lot of undefeated streaks on the line, but they haven't really talked about that either. So we'll see. We will see tomorrow night. We will talk about it too. Greg, shout out to the world of Greg for reposting the stream from the DW Family Media page. Sami Zayn says he would love to see Cody Rhodes as undisputed WWE champion again. I'm sure he would, but he will lose. Sami Zayn says he already beat Rhodes clean in the ring. He knows that he can do it again. He can't and he won't. So that's that for you, Sammy. Sammy then said there's a big part of him that would like to see CM Punk retain his undisputed championship. Sami Zayn then calls CM Punk the biggest fraud and trash in the company. They're definitely setting up Punk and Sammy. I can tell you that right now. Sami Zayn is going off. Sami then recalls CM Punk's pipe bomb. Sami then says Punk has ascended to the high rank of corporate poster boy number 2. Sami called Sami Zayn corporate poster boy number 2, obviously behind Cody Rhodes. Sami then said it would be a treat for him to take the title back from Punk, who stole it from him. Sami then says he got a lot of respect for Finn Balor. Finn Balor then calls Sami Zayn out to the ring and says whatever he wants to say, he can say it to my face. Sami then heaps praise on Balor and calls him great. Sami then says Balor should have been WWE champion multiple times by now, but tells him to take the pulse of this moment. Sami then says this moment belongs to him. Sami then says Balor had his time and now it's his. Sami then says his agenda is bigger than any of them. Sami then says it's about getting justice for himself. And that's what his shirt says, Justice for Sami. If you want to buy that shirt, I'm not a big fan of Sami Zayn. I never have been. But if you like him and you want to buy a shirt, it's on WWE Shop, Justice for Sami. I don't think Sami Zayn ever touches a world championship again. I'm just going to tell you guys that. I don't think it's going to happen. So Finn Balor then asks, what about justice for Finn Balor? Balor then says this is his moment. Sami then says Balor should have taken the hint that he couldn't have done the job for 10 years. Finn Balor then says Sami Zayn took forever to get the smell of that championship. Finn Balor then says he held the title for one day and had to relinquish it due to injury. Balor then says Sami Zayn lost the title in 9 days. It's a good shot right there. Sami then says this almost sounds like fighting words. Sami then says he would have dropped Balor right here if he didn't have respect for him. Sami says he's the last real good guy left. Sami then says he says he's going to walk away, and he said, I will see you on Sunday at SummerSlam. So a good promo there. Winner will get the winner of Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Probably a Sunday night main event or at Money in the Bank. But then Gunther. Oh, Gunther gets involved. They got to have something for Gunther to do. And they're still keeping him in this title picture, it seems like. Gunther ambushes both men. He clotheslines Finn Balor and Sami. That could be the next match, is Gunther and Finn Balor. I think that's the direction WWE's probably going, because I do believe Sami's winning tomorrow, or Sunday. Gunther grabs the microphone and says both of these men are a joke. Gunther says he's the number one contender. Adam Pearson makes his way out with the officials. Gunther then walks up to Adam Pearson and asks him, what do I have to do to get what's rightfully mine? Gunther then says he wonders if he needs to beat Pearson's ass as well as Nick Aldis. So he said he was going to fight. This could lead into Gunther fighting all the GMs at this point. So Finn Balor and Sami Zayn then attack Gunther from behind. A brawl is underway. Gunther then wrecked both men again, but then here comes Nick Aldis out to the ring, and he brings the fight to Gunther. Nick Aldis applies a single leg Boston Crab. The security then rushed to the ring to separate them, but Gunther comes from the other side of the ring and hits a huge boot on one of the security guards, and then he absolutely nails Nick Aldis with the big boot as well. So Nick Aldis is not backing down from the ring general, Gunther. We see Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton with their matching outfits, which they wasn't friends, and now they're matching. So what's going on with that? Pretty interesting. So no music for the United States champion, just straight in the ring. Don't I don't know. I don't. We'll talk. Me and Kyle will talk about that Wednesday. They don't know what they're doing. They don't. They booked their U.S. champions and IC champions. I saw what Ruka said that Triple H told her after her loss. I have no freaking idea what they're doing. So we get Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton in the ring for the first match of the night, and out comes the Baddie 2.0, led by Jade Cargill, B5 and Meechin. Obviously, it's going to be B5 and Meechin going up against the United States Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green. The match starts off with Tiffany and B5, and B5 hits a spinning heel kick in the corner. Tiffany Stratton hits a basement drop kick. Meechin and Chelsea Green then come in. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green then gain early control. B5 then hits a cheap shot, allowing Meechin to hit a big boot. Meechin then pounds away at her opponent. B5 and Meechin then continue to beat down on Chelsea Green. B5 then hits a clothesline. Meechin is a legal woman. She hits a clothesline and tags B5 in. Both women then continue to tag Chelsea Green in the corner. Chelsea Green tries to fight back. She delivers a kick. Both women are down now, and Tiffany Stratton clotheslines Meechin and hits a standing drop kick to B5. Tiffany Stratton then hits an Alabama slam to Meechin. It heads to the top rope, and she hits a swanton bomb, but only for a count of two. Only for a count of two. B5 then drags Tiffany Stratton to the outside, and the fight spills to the floor. Jade Cargill then sends Tiffany Stratton into the post. Back in the ring, though, Chelsea Green and Meechin are battling it out on the top rope. Chelsea then hits a missile dropkick once they're back on the mat. B5 and Meechin then drop Chelsea Green face first into the canvas for the 1, 2, 3. Chelsea Green and the Women's United States Champion lose. What are we doing with the mid-card titles? At least I didn't have Tiffany get pinned this time. I feel Ruka will get the same treatment as Julia. It's terrible. So Triple H basically told Ruka, if you haven't seen it, it was quoted from Ruka, not from a source. Basically, don't hold her head down. Wasn't anything wrong. She did. It's basically she needs to remain being a babyface and see where it goes from here. Ruka commented back that while she was upset, she did congratulate Raquel, but she said Raquel did not beat her by herself. She had help. I do not believe this is the last we've seen of Raquel and Ruka. I think Ruka gets that IC title back at some point. I think they're going to try to work really, really hard to get the fans but you got to put her on TV, Triple H. You got to put her on TV. It's what we do. It's what we do. It is what we do. Kingpin. That's what Triple H says. It's what we do. Fucking moron. Ruka's doing great. She's still so young. Raquel totally earned her mid-card title, but Julia's got a lot on her plate. Julia is buried with WWE. She needs to go to Raw. She is been wrestling on the main event, on the dark matches, and then she lost fast tonight. They have no plans for Julia at this point, which is terrible. It's absolutely awful, but it's what we do, Triple H. So at the end of the match, after the match is over, Charlotte Flair makes her way out. She had some sort of Lita-looking shit on. All the women are starting to try to dress like Soul, like with those type of cargo pants, and I don't know what's going on, but they're all starting to dress like that. Charlotte makes her way out. She has some words for Jade Cargill. Obviously, that was supposed to be the SummerSlam match. It was supposed to be Jade and Charlotte at SummerSlam, but Rhea got hurt, and so that didn't work out. Tiffany and Chelsea then take care of B5 and Meechin, and now Jade and Charlotte in the ring. Jade Cargill says something. I couldn't read her lips. I think she said, "Bring it on," the B word, which I don't say on here. Charlotte Flair took offense. She took her jacket off. She got into the ring. Her and Jade began exchanging right hands in the ring. Charlotte Flair then hits a big boot, sending Jade Cargill to the outside. I picked Charlotte, but I just don't know what they're going to do. They probably put the title on Lash because Rhea's winning it right back. So Rhea's getting really close to a return. Rhea's back before the end of September, at the latest October, so it probably is the last. I think Miami did pick her up. Probably a great pick because whoever wins is not going to have to be the champion very long. So we'll see what they do. They could go a lot of ways. Good stuff with Jade and Charlotte, though. I wish they would have just had their one-on-one, but they could put the title on Charlotte and then have her defend it against Jade until Rhea gets back. That would make a lot of sense as well. So they're not putting the title back on Jade Cargill. I can just tell you that. That's not going to happen right now. I wish we could have gotten Jade versus Charlotte one-on-one. We might get a singles match. We're definitely going to get a singles match with them, too. I think that's maybe why Charlotte wins. Is maybe that buys up enough time for Rhea to get completely healthy. We can have a Charlotte Jade feud from the women's title. JC could possibly challenge Charlotte. So yeah, we could do something like that. We'll see. So we see Nathan Frazier, Axiom, and Ray Phoenix in the back. Don't see them much. They've been on NXT a lot. So and AAA. They asked Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough why they're here. JD says they can do what they want because they're the Judgment Day and they're looking for Danhausen. Ray Phoenix says he hasn't seen him. Dominic then says Ray Phoenix has been hiding in Mexico. So he's been hiding out. Ray Phoenix then says he was training there and is back. He then says he is ready to fight. Dominic then says Ray Phoenix is lucky that the Judgment Day is collecting titles as of late, which they just won a title Monday. So basically, Dominic issued a challenge for JD McDonough for that AAA Cruiserweight Championship. JD accepts, says he's going to go talk to Adam Pearce to make it official. We see Tama Tonga and Tala Tonga from the MFTs talk about how leaving Solo Sikoa was the right thing. They then talk about losing focus on gold and how it takes balls to walk away. They then talk about how family is important. And then we see the Hall of Famer and legend Haku on a cane. WWE is bringing them back. I'm telling you, it's what we do, guys. It's what we do. Haku then shows up and he says, "Don't forget who you are." He then says, "You are the son of Haku, and make them hear us again." They will be winning the tag team titles, guys, very soon. Put it in my Discord channel. Damian Priest and R-Truth make their way down to the ring for the next match of the night, followed by the War Raiders. It's going to be title versus title. R-Truth came out dressed like a cheesehead from the Green Bay Packers. So he's always a comedic. So all four men in the ring, both titles on the line. No, there wasn't going to be a winner here. The match is off with Eric and Damian, and both men exchange strikes in the middle of the ring. Damian Priest and tosses Eric in the corner and tags R-Truth. R-Truth then hits a splash on Eric in the corner. Ibar then tries to attack R-Truth, but R-Truth drops him off the apron. Eric then blasts R-Truth from behind. The fight then spills to the outside. Eric then hits a knee strike to R-Truth. The War Raiders then slam Priest into the barricade. Eric then sends Ibar into R-Truth and Priest, crushing both men. Back in the ring, Ibar and Eric continue to beat down on R-Truth. R-Truth tries to fight back, but Eric hits him with the big boot. Damian then comes in and hits a series of right hands to Ibar. Damian Priest then hits a shoulder tackle. Damian Priest then hits a flying elbow to Eric. Damian Priest then hits a flying elbow to both Eric and Ibar in the corner, and then hits Ibar with a frontliner for a count of 2. Ibar then drops Damian Priest to the mat, and R-Truth breaks up the pinfall. Both teams are now brawling it out. They then get the referee Charles Robinson involved, forcing him to call for the bell. So it's a disqualification. No contest. No contest, guys, for both titles. That's what they put for you guys on WWE television tonight. Because the titles are going back on the MFTs. Make sure you guys, like I said, if you guys are watching live on YouTube, please hit that like button and definitely leave me comments. Let me know what you guys thought of these matches. I will put, I definitely try to take the time to answer you guys' comments and concerns. This product sucks. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it does bad. After the match, both teams continue to fight all over the ring, but then comes Out comes Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga make their way down to the ring to attack all four men. Tala Tonga choke slams R-Truth into the post. Tama then lays the beat down on Damian Priest. Back in the ring, Tama Tonga hits a cutthroat to Eric, and then Tala Tonga then choke slams Damian Priest. Haku then enters the ring with his kids. This is definitely setting up a tag title win for Tala and Tama. They possibly could do a triple threat where maybe Damian and R-Truth don't have to get pinned. We'll see. But ultimately, they are winning the tag team championship with Haku back in the picture. I don't know. We then take a look at what happened at last night's house show between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. It was all over the internet. Cody elbowed the shit out of CM Punk in the face. We then see Kathy Kelly, who WWE says she is the longest person that stayed in the makeup department. She is super picky about what she looks like. She takes the longest. Her and I believe it was maybe Penta. So Kathy Kelly with CM Punk. She asked CM Punk about the situation between himself and Cody. Punk says it's competition and do they need to be friends? Punk then says he has to take care of all comers. Punk then says he will still be champion. Then we get Trick Williams walks up, which is definitely teasing a match down the road. I don't think Trick's winning the title right now, but I also don't think Trick's retaining tomorrow either. So it could be something good for Trick to move. Maybe still go for the U.S. title, but you got people like Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes, Dragunov when he comes back, people like that go back for the U.S. title. Maybe Trick and we didn't see Lil Yachty tonight, which is great. I've been kind of asking for that. Maybe they are going to try to give him an opportunity. I feel like he's going to be in Money in the Bank, so we'll see. Trick shows up, and he interrupts the interview, and he tells CM Punk it's coming for the title. So there you go. Punk says he wanted to face Trick because he wants all newcomers. That's what he said. That they keep bringing up this new generation of talent. So they are looking at the stuff online for sure. Punk then says when you get to the top of the mountain, he will whoop that Trick. That's what he told Trick Williams. So they're definitely teasing. And when Cody and Punk had that backstage argument a couple of weeks ago, they got taken off of WWE's website. Trick Williams was the one that came and pulled Cody away from Punk to break that up. So we're definitely setting something up there. We see Nick Aldis, and he says it was an honor to be SmackDown general manager. Nick Aldis says it wasn't his first dream. Aldis says he was a champion, and he has faced Hall of Famers and icons. Nick Aldis says he was okay with putting the active wrestler behind him, and Gunther went too far by putting his hands on him. Nick Aldis says he has to face Gunther like a man. So Nick Aldis is ready for Gunther tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Maybe it's Sunday. I don't know. Haku being back alongside Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga. I love this pairing. Hoping, building, and book good men's tag properly. I don't know, man. I think that they're winning the tag titles back. But I don't know what they do with them after that. So we'll see. But it was good to see Haku back on TV for sure. WWE United States Champion Trick Williams music hits, and he makes his way down to the ring. Trick Williams introduces himself, and he says he has finally arrived. Williams says he got a lot on his chest. Trick Williams says Baron Corbin came back just so he can hate on him. Trick Williams says Baron makes him sick. Trick then says no more games and no more sneak attacks from behind. Talks about Baron Corbin being bald. Trick Williams then calls Baron Corbin out to the ring. Baron Corbin makes his way out. I love everything that Baron had to say. So Baron Corbin makes his way out. He says while he was away, he learned some very valuable lessons. Corbin then says one of those lessons was about patience, something Trick knows nothing about. Corbin then says WWE gave Trick an entrance music, making everyone believe that he is more important than he actually is. Corbin then says that will be Trick's downfall at SummerSlam. Baron Corbin then says it won't be fun and it will hurt. Baron Corbin then says he will wrap his arms around Trick's neck, cutting off the oxygen and blood to his brain. Trick then tells Baron Corbin to shut up and says he knows Corbin isn't going to do anything. Trick then wonders if Corbin is here to collect paychecks. Well, yeah, everybody's there to collect paychecks. I don't know. That was pretty dumb. Trick just says the only thing Corbin is collecting is lemon pepper steppers right up his rear end. Corbin then asked the WWE Universe if they want a preview of what's going to happen this Sunday. Corbin then says that's not going to happen. Corbin then says he doesn't care what any of them want. Corbin then calls Trick Williams a dumb rookie. Corbin then vows to take the United States title at SummerSlam and says there's nothing in the world Trick is going to be able to do about it. Trick Williams then says there will be no title taken, but 35,000 people chanting, "Whoop that Trick." So that was that with Trick Williams and Baron Corbin. Looking forward to that match tomorrow or Sunday, I believe. So excited for Nick versus Gunther, especially seeing Nick get so emotional about this. Has been about this match as his big chance. Might be one of the best builds of the whole show. It has been good. I haven't gotten a chance to watch the interview with Nick Aldis and Chris Van Vliet. He does follow me on Twitter. He is excellent. I believe he needs to be working for WWE Radio, truthfully. But Chris Van Vliet's really good. But I did hear about the interview. I heard Nick got up really emotional. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a great build for it. We'll see what they do. We get a video package for Hell in a Cell. Looking forward to Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, and which I believe they will open night 1 tomorrow night. I do believe they will open tomorrow night. Rey Fenix makes his way down to the ring for the next match of the night, as he will be defending that AAA World Cruiserweight Championship against JD McDonough, followed by the greatest Mysterio and the greatest luchador of all time, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Rey Fenix versus the Judgment Day's Irish Ace, JD McDonough. So the match starts off with Rey Fenix chopping JD. JD then hits a right hand. Both men are now going back and forth. JD then misses a moonsault and he rolls out of the ring. Dominic then tries to distract Rey Fenix, opening up the door for JD. Rey Fenix then sends JD to the floor. The fight spills to the outside. JD McDonough then hits a springboard moonsault and both men are down. JD McDonough then sends Fenix into the barricade. Both men then exchange slaps. JD McDonough then slams Rey Fenix lower back into the hardest part of the apron. Dominic Mysterio getting involved again and gets a cheap shot behind the referee's back. Back in the ring, McDonough hits a snap suplex. Rey Fenix then hits an arm drag and he follows it up with a leg drop. Rey Fenix launches himself off the ropes only to run into a drop kick from JD McDonough. Dominic then hits Rey Fenix with the forearm behind the referee's back. Rey Fenix then tries to fight back, but McDonough hits a right forearm. Fenix then super kicks JD. Rey Fenix then hits a crossbody. Both men are now going back and forth. Rey Fenix hits JD McDonough with the brain buster for only a count of 2. Rey Fenix then super kicks JD McDonough and he follows it up with a springboard cutter. McDonough then hits a running Spanish fly only for a count of 2. Both men then trade strikes in the middle of the ring. Rey Fenix then hits another kick. Rey Fenix then heads to the second rope, but Dominic gets on the apron and JD regains control by hitting the ropes. And Rey Fenix landed on those parts you don't want to land on. The referee then sends Dominic to the back of, kicks him out of the match. And then Danhausen's music hits. Can't leave Danhausen off the show. He meets Dominic at the entrance and he says, "You are," and he's supposed to say curse, and Dominic Mysterio punches him. And he tells the crowd, "I will not be cursed." And then the Mini-Hausens come from behind and attack Dominic. They go to the back. Rey Fenix then hits a running kick from the top rope and hits a running double knee strike and a Mexican muscle buster for the 1, 2, 3. And still your AAA Cruiserweight champion. There was no way that JD McDonough was winning that match. So the winner is still the AAA World Cruiserweight champion, Rey Fenix. Good match, though. Good match. Good stuff. Shout out to Rey Fenix. Has been on a tear. Axiom, Laredo Kid, Lance Dorado, Nathan Frazier, El Hijo del Vikingo, JD McDonough, Mini Vikinga gets a shot at goal this weekend on AAA. Verano de Dolo. Verano de Escandola. Good stuff this weekend. Tune into that. Everybody's going to be tuning into SummerSlam, but that's good stuff. So we get a video package again for Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. We've seen this 100 times. Jon Moxley was featured in the clip. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Jon Moxley is not coming back to WWE. So you can put the fries in the bag on that. This is it for Roman and Seth. Sunday night is the last time you're going to see those two, I believe. Unless they do something with them at Survivor Series, which I don't think they will. They could. But just one-on-one, this is the last time you're going to see it. And Jon Moxley is not coming out. So people are just crazy on the internet with their fantasy booking. It's insane. He's not coming back to WWE. So Lash Legend makes her way down to the ring. This is actually the main event. Main event of the night. Followed by the beautiful madness, Julia. The beautiful buried madness, Julia. So this is the last qualifier for the interim WWE Women's Championship Fatal 5-Way Ladder match at Sunday at SummerSlam. Or tomorrow. It could be tomorrow. I think it's Sunday. Lash Legend goes up against the beautiful madness herself, Julia. So the match starts off with Julia hitting a series of kicks. Julia then applies a modified octopus hold. The Lash Legend tries to power her way out of that. Lash Legend then sends Julia into the mat. Lash Legend hits a knee for a near fall. Julia then applies a guillotine in the middle of the ring. The Lash Legend counters with the lash extension for the 1, 2, 3. And that was it, guys. I mean, it was over before it even started. Lash Legend in quick, dominant fashion defeats Julia and now moves on to SummerSlam to face Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Charlotte Flair for the interim Women's SmackDown Championship. Oh boy. Julia is in trouble. Lash had booked her spot in dominant fashion too. So we'll see what they do. We get a video package for Cody Rhodes and Street Fighter. I've been telling you guys, they're supposed to start promoting the shit out of that. That movie comes out in October. Right around Crown Jewel time. So there you go. We'll see. See what they do. Cody Rhodes making his way down to the ring. He's doing his everyday thing where he puts his hand to the floor and CM Punk's music hits and he comes out and taps Cody on top of his head. You think Charlotte Tiffany wins the ladder match? You know, it's tough. It's really tough to say. I don't ever ask for match results, especially for big PLEs, because I do predictions with DWE and friends and stuff. So, honestly, I could see any of. Well, I can see 4. I think there's no shot Jade Cargill wins. I think it's between Charlotte. I don't know. It's tough to say, man. It depends on how long Rhea's going to be out. I think that wouldn't be a terrible move. Charlotte could hold the title down. There's a lot of heels on SmackDown. She could feud with Jade until Rhea gets back. And then we get Charlotte. Maybe we get Charlotte, Rhea at Money in the Bank or something like that, where I'll be. I would love to see that. I did see Rhea and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40. So, love to see Charlotte and Rhea. Didn't get to see Charlotte wrestle, so we'll see. It could be Lash Legend at the end of the day. WWE could just make it very simple and put it on someone that's newer to the company, and then have Lash drop the title back to Rhea when she gets back. Because ultimately, I believe the title is going back on Rhea. So, do you want to see Charlotte win the title for a month and a half and then lose back to Rhea in a banger match, or do you want to see them give the title to someone new and Lash is gonna definitely lose the title back to Rhea anyway? So I don't know. It's tough to say. I think Charlotte wins, but we'll see. They may put it on Lash. I don't know. Becky Rashad with that feud to Mania. Yeah, I don't know where Becky's at. She's on vacation. So, CM Punk cuts him off, makes his way down to the ring first. Punk tells the production team to cut his music. Punk talks about Cody Rhodes putting an elbow to his face at the live show. Cody Rhodes then recalled Punk whipping his title back on his face. Cody then says Punk knows that he can't be fraudulent with him. Cody then says he's got to be real with Punk and sees through Punk sometimes. Cody then says Punk was running towards him from the very beginning. Cody then says he thinks Punk stole his moment in Chicago. Punk then says he knew he was going to hurt Cody's feelings. Punk then says he couldn't see mediocre bums running their mouth backstage. Talking about Sammy. They're teasing it again. Punk then says he hopes people get angry about what he did. Punk then tells Cody to stop talking about being friends and focus on the undisputed WWE Championship. I'm right here. I'm right here. Where are you? Where are you? I'm right here. Punk then tells Cody to focus on the undisputed WWE Championship. Punk then says he's not going to be Cody Rhodes' friend tomorrow, but it's up to Cody Rhodes at the end of tomorrow if they are going to be friends. I don't think so. I don't. Punk then says he wants to know who the better wrestler is between them for business purposes. Cody then says he thinks they got off on the wrong foot. Cody then says this sounds like a CM Punk double take. Cody then says this isn't business. Cody then says it's personal. Cody then says he knows how personal the undisputed WWE Championship is to Punk. Cody then says this means Punk is the best in the world. Cody then says you are the king and you call the shots. Cody then says we have done a lot of friends things. Cody then says you aren't here to make friends. You're here to make money. He brought up Punk's old promo from when he first come into the company. Punk then says he didn't come back to make friends or lose friends. But if it means losing a friend or a title, it won't be your night. Cody then says one word bothers him. Cody then says tomorrow. Cody then says you made it clear you're prepared to do what you want to do tomorrow. Cody then asks Punk, what does he want to do about it tonight? Cody's ready to fight tonight. Wasn't the greatest promo, but it is what it is. Punk drops the mic and the title belt. And he takes off his tracksuit. Punk then lines up for some punches. There goes my app. My notes app just froze. Anyway, they brawled. Cody Rhodes took it to my notes app just came back up. I'll kind of run you. I mean, they pretty much just brawled. Cody threw shit off the announce table out on the outside. Cody took his jacket off and had all black on, and everybody, same outfit he had before WrestleMania. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys know. Tomorrow's not going to be your night. Punk drops the mic, the title belt. He takes off his tracksuit. Punk then lines up for some punches. Cody then tosses his mic away, and he takes off his jacket. Punk then wants Rhodes to punch him, and Cody punches Punk. Punk then punches back. Rhodes then hits a running forearm and a clothesline and sends Punk over the top rope into the floor. Cody then sends Punk into the announce desk, and he rearranges it by throwing the TV cameras off of the announce desk table. Punk then sends Cody over the announce desk into the floor. Cody Rhodes then trips CM Punk, and then Punk trips Cody Rhodes. They then throw punches on the outside back and forth, and officials then come out to separate them. CM Punk then gets on the announce desk, and Cody Rhodes joins him, and they begin to throw punches. They're then separated. That doesn't last long. Cody then goes for a double leg takedown. Punk hits some punches to Cody. Both men begin brawling again as the show comes to a close. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk are starting to beat the hell out of each other. So that's how we end SmackDown, guys. I will run through the WrestleMania card with you guys really quick before we get to the end of the program tonight. I do see your comment. I'll pull that up in just a second. So, WrestleMania, I said WrestleMania, I meant SummerSlam. So, let's see. Night 1, Open versus Brock Lesnar. The Ring General Gunther versus Nick Aldis. Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Fountain Henley, and Laney Reed against Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Paige. Jacob Fatu, Jimmy Uso, and main event Jay Uso versus LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. For the Women's Raw Heavyweight Championship, Liv Morgan, in her first title defense in 110 days, will defend the title against Io Sky. And in the main event of Night 1, CM Punk defends the undisputed WWE Championship against the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Night 2, and what I believe will kick off the show, Penta will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable. Trick Williams defends the United States Championship against Baron Corbin. Finn Balor and Sami Zayn one-on-one, number one contenders match. Whoever wins becomes the number one contender for the Undisputed Championship. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in a Money's on a Pole match. $100,000 with Money's on the Pole. We have the Fatal 5-Way Interim Women's Championship match on the ladies' side. We have Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, and Lash Legend. And in the main event on Night 2, Roman Reigns will try to put all his demons to rest on Night 2 when he defends the Raw Heavyweight Championship against Seth freaking Rollins. So that is your SummerSlam card, guys. Dylan says they did a hell of a job building this Cody Punk match. They did the friends angle for weeks until the true feelings starting to get peeled back layer by layer. Now the friendship is thrown out the window. Yes, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been terrible. This is just getting started. This match was supposed to happen at WrestleMania. It got pushed up to sell tickets. I believe this match is going to go all the way through the fall and up until the spring. I believe we get 3 matches with these two guys. Just to start. Only one man can walk out champion. Can't wait. This massive main event tomorrow. Hopefully, match and surprise will deliver. Cody Black suit is interesting, though. It is interesting. I do believe Cody Rhodes is turning heel at some point. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, I will be pissed off. But he's turning heel. He has to at this point. I really hope that this episode made 1 billion views. Thank you. It didn't. It definitely not going to make 1 billion views. But it's made it's 133 watching. So that's not 1 billion, but I'll take what I can get. Thank you, though, Ariel. What time are you streaming the after show tomorrow? It will be at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will be doing the Night 1 SummerSlam Night 1 recap show tomorrow night and Sunday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. I will be doing the SummerSlam Night 2 recap show. So make sure you guys tune in. We will go over the whole extravaganza, every single match, and we will, if you guys want to comment, come in and comment. Let's talk about it. We'll go over the entire SummerSlam card for tomorrow and Sunday. Didn't you say matches SummerSlam is supposed to be 13 or 14? Now it's 12 matches. I did say that. I did say it was supposed to be 13 or 14. They didn't do it. So we're getting 12 matches. So 6 matches a night. So I definitely thought we would get Soul on the card. I thought it would be 13, but that's how they did WrestleMania. So 12 matches. Danhausen on the card, but not Braun Breaker. Insane. It is absolutely atrocious. Sol Ruka's not on the card. Carmelo Hayes is not on the card. Ricky Saints is not on the card. Brian Breaker is not on the card. Austin Theory, the tag team, the Raw Tag Team Championships will not be defended. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships will not be defended. The Women's United States Championship will not be defended. The Women's Intercontinental Championship will not be defended. 4 of the big major titles. There will be 6 championship matches, but there will be 4 that will not be defended. That's almost half of the titles. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I'm not a fan of it at all. Brian Breaker and them need to lose ASAP, and he needs to get away from the Vision. And I believe that's what's going to happen. And I believe that Paul Heyman is going to end up linking up with Brian is going to be a Paul Heyman guy. So that's what's best for Brian, and that's what's best for business, and that's what we do. So let's see. Let's do some shout-outs really quick. Shout out to I Am Lou Gotti. Hope to see you tomorrow for the SummerSlam recap. I will be live at 10:30 tomorrow p.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow to go over the entire SummerSlam card. Shout out to DWE Media page. Make sure you follow that DWE Media page on X. Shout out to my boy, Travel Kingpin. I'm doing this stream and watching the feeds, watching Drew work out in front of Melody, I guess it is. The showmats they got going on. I don't know what the fuck Triple H is doing. I never do. I think he's using ChatGPT. Will Zilla be at SummerSlam? He will not. What's up, EVP? What's going on, Dylan? And he is in my Discord channel. Kyle the Man Anthony. What is going on, brother? Glad to see you pop in. Shout out to the world of Greg. Reposting the stream at DW Family Media. And big shout out to Ariel. Hoping for 1 billion views. We didn't get 1 billion, so I'm definitely upset. I Am Lou Gotti. What time am I streaming? 10:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. I was watching earlier when they talked about Drew. Yeah, I have a lot to talk. We have a lot to talk about Thursday. I thought D was getting the time capsule, but I think it was Drew. I just don't think he played it, which I think is stupid. If he got what I think he got at the end of the day, so we'll see. We'll find out Thursday. Can't wait for that episode. Shout out to all you guys. Make sure you hit that like button on the YouTube channel. You guys have been killing it, especially on Sunday Night Scooch. We got 17 likes. That show is green everywhere on YouTube. So can't wait for that show to come back next Sunday. Looking forward to everything to talk about when it comes to everything that happens after SummerSlam, leading into Sunday night's main event in September and Money in the Bank, which I will be a part of. I am going to try to film some content. I'm going to several meet and greets and stuff like that. So look forward to filming some content. Good show and solid SmackDown. What is your anticipated level of excitement for SummerSlam? That's a great question. Thank you for the compliment, by the way. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. I'm glad you enjoyed my content. You're always complimentary of all my content and my channel. So thank you for being a proud member of 1 month in the channel. So thank you for that. My excitement level is about a 7. I'm really hoping that the matches deliver. I'm hoping that WWE gives some of the matches, the ladies matches, and Brock and Oba and Gable and Penta and Finn and Sammy the time they deserve. That's the only concern for me. But I'm pretty excited. But every time I get excited, I get let down. So I'm trying to lower the expectations a little bit and just hope they do love surprises at SummerSlam. So I do believe we're going to get a good show tomorrow. I believe we're going to get something big in that main event. That's all I'm going to say. So this has been your SmackDown recap live on the EVP show, July 31st, Friday, the last day of July. We are live on my YouTube channel. We're live on my X page, and we're live on DWE Television X page. Make sure you follow DWE Television X page. Everyone affiliated with DWE Television, DWE, starting with the CEO himself, Miami the Great, him and Final Boss Baby was live earlier with DWE Radio. Make sure you follow both of them. You can also catch Miami on Tuesdays and Thursdays with Inside the NFL Mind with Miami at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find that on DWTV on X, on Twitch at DWTV and DW Television, and also on YouTube on Talk It Up Podcast. Make sure to give them a sub. And also, usually on every Saturday, they did it today because the PLE's tomorrow. They do DW Radio. Make sure you guys tune into that every Saturday and give both of them a follow. The Final Boss Baby is the CFO and HR of DWE. Shout out to the World of Greg. Make sure you follow him and the DW Family Media page on X. The World of Greg and Kyle the Man Anthony every Monday. This coming up Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can catch them for the rundown, as they will be getting you ready for the Raw after SummerSlam. If there's a card put out, which I haven't seen anything promoted for either show next week. It's not a surprise with the PLE this weekend, but they will be doing the rundown. It's good stuff. They run down the entire Raw card an hour before the show. Speaking of Kyle the Man Anthony, on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you can catch him as the host and me as the co-host every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Queens of WWE. This coming up Wednesday will be episode number 8. We will be talking about SmackDown tonight, Raw, SummerSlam, NXT, and Raw. So a lot to discuss coming up this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Kyle the Man Anthony, follow him on X and Instagram as well. The Reckless One himself, Reg. Make sure you give him a follow on X. After the Slam Podcast on X, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure to give After the Slam a follow. Smoke Session Podcast and the Sports Jedi Network. And everyone affiliated with Gimmick Table Media. I will be back shortly to tell you guys where you can find me on my social media platforms and what I have coming up for you guys the rest of this weekend and next week.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go, show recaps predictions sports
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go.
All right. Thank you once again for tuning in to the last show of the month of July. We have completed. We're almost through SummerSlam week. Only 2 more days. I'm looking forward to talking about SummerSlam the next 2 days. Thank you to the 137 people that have tuned in live for the SmackDown recap. You can catch me. You can find me on my social media platforms. They are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But if you're looking for me on X, you can find me at EVPCJP. If you do follow me, and obviously I try to follow everyone back, but Elon likes to limit me. Make sure if you guys can go all the way up to the top of my X page, you see my YouTube page, just hit that retweet button, send it to your friends. If you enjoy the content, tell them about it. Word of mouth is the biggest way to get your company, business, YouTube channel, anything that you have promoted. That's the best way to do it. So guys, hit that retweet button. It would be much appreciated. And if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, make sure you turn that notification bell on so that you will be reminded of my content when I go live almost every day. On Instagram, you can find me at EVPCJP, where you will see all of my upcoming videos that Miami and World of Greg make for my streams. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see that my SummerSlam Night 1 recap is already on Instagram and TikTok. I put that on there about 7 a.m. this morning. I will put Night 2 on there in the morning as well for Sunday. I always post a day ahead. My YouTube page is in my bio on Instagram. On TikTok, you can find me at Brady the Goat 21. That's at BRADY Goat 21. My YouTube is also in the bio, and you can find all my videos for the upcoming streams. Last but not least, most importantly, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you cannot find my YouTube channel on any of my social media platforms, I don't know what you're looking at. But if you cannot, for some reason, just go up to that search bar and type in at the EVP Show. It's over 1,000 live videos over 500 YouTube shorts. There are some shorts from the SummerSlam prediction show, so make sure you guys go and check them out. I will do some shorts from tomorrow and for Sunday as well from the recaps. I usually do the PLE stuff for YouTube shorts, so check that out. Yes, at the EVP show. Hit that like and subscribe button if you are subscribed. Turn that notification bell on and come and join me for my daily wrestling content. What I have coming up next for you guys tomorrow night is SummerSlam, the best party of the summer. Join me tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time for your SummerSlam Night 1 recap show. And then Sunday, there will be no scoops, no LFG, but rest assured we're back here on the EVP show at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday night for the SummerSlam Night 2 recap show. And then Monday, we're back. It is the Raw after SummerSlam. What will be the fallout from SummerSlam? Join me at 11 p.m. Eastern Time Monday night for your Raw recap show. And then Tuesday, it is Kendall Gray defending against Lola Vice in an underground match for the NXT Women's Championship. Come and join me at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday for the NXT recap show. Wednesday, I have no stream, but you can find Queens of WWE with Kyle the Man Anthony and myself at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will be streamed live on DWE television, my X page, and also on my YouTube page as well. So come tune in to Queens of WWE episode number 8 Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Thursday, we shift gears back to reality TV. It will be the Big Brother season 28 week 4 recap show. Who wins HOH? Who got the power this week or punishment in the BB time capsule? Who are the nominees? Who wins the power of veto? Will they save themselves from the nomination block? Who wins the BB blockbuster? And who will be the final two sitting on the chairs on eviction night? Who will join Rome, Jason, and Ashley as the 4th member evicted from Big Brother season 28 Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the Big Brother season 28 week 4 recap show. And then next Friday night, we will find out if Punk retained or is Cody the new champion and a heel. Join me at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time next Friday night for your SmackDown recap. Next Saturday is my off day. Don't contact me. I'm just kidding. It will be my first off day in over 20 days. So I will not be streaming. I am off. But next Sunday, doubleheader Sunday is back. I don't know if LFG is still running, so don't quote me on that. If it is, I will be covering it. So I will go ahead and promote it. But first off, you can join me for Sunday Night Scoops next Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's going to be a huge show, so make sure you guys are tuned in for that. And if LFG is still going, you can join me at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time next Sunday for the LFG Season 3, Episode 16, if it happens, recap show. With that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in to the last SmackDown before SummerSlam. You guys have a happy Saturday. Enjoy SummerSlam, and come join me right back here tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the SummerSlam Night 1 recap show. I am the EVP from the EVP show and the golden boy of DWE, and DWE is the only place to be. Good night, everyone. Enjoy your Friday, the rest of your Friday night. Enjoy SummerSlam, and come back tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, and let's talk about SummerSlam Night 1 for the SummerSlam Night 1 recap show. Good night, everyone.